An extension of my learning from EDU 5299 was integrating a story creating app called Toontastic into a reading lesson. This was not a required project, but this resource was brought to my attention by one of my classmates. Toontastic can be an alternative way to have students work on writing, identifying story elements, and practice reading skills. This was an independent project made by one of my current students. The objective was to create a fractured fairy tale. She was reading from a script that she created before the recording.
Once upon a time, there was a mermaid named Goldie. She was bored, so she went exploring. 3 parents were on it. They decided to go swimming. Goldie swam onto the boat. Goldie sat in all the chairs. She broke all of them, besides Daddy Pirates. This was one is just right, she said. Next, Goldie tried all 3 bowls of cereal. She only liked Daddy Pirates. It was just right because it had the most cereal. Goldie fell asleep. The pirates came home. They were mad when they saw the mess. Goldie woke up. She swam back to the ocean.
Before this project, she was one of my quietest readers. Since listening to herself reading during her Toontastic presentation, she told me she understands why I frequently remind her to read louder and to move her hands away from her mouth while she's reading. She has gotten much better about this and does not need as many reminders. The next course I'm going to discuss is EDU 5313, Enhancing Instruction with Technology. For the course's final project, we were asked to create a lesson that was aligned to Common Core standards and the National Educational Technology Student Standards. Also, the professor for the course wanted us to become more comfortable using different types of technology while facilitating student learning. A new presentation tool I was shown was Powtoon. Powtoon is a free website that allows users to create animated presentations by using pre-created images or imported objects and music. The picture on the left is a hyperlink to an example presentation I used to show my students what their objective was for our social studies lesson.
Using Powtoon.
For the lesson, the grade level social studies standard was The learner will be able to recognize and explain the necessity of rules and laws and why they are important to society. The ISTE standard this lesson was aligned with was creativity and innovation. The student will be able to demonstrate creative thinking, construct knowledge, and create innovative products. My students were asked to pick a rule or law in society or a school rule, then create a Powtoon explaining the law and its importance. Here is an example of one of my students' finished Powtoon presentations. After my students watched each other's Powtoons, they developed a deeper understanding for why we have rules and what the consequences could be if you break them. I believe the students' deeper understanding was a result of the use of visual aids and the fact that the products were created by their classmates. Even though the final product was done independently, the students got to collaborate with one another to get ideas for what to put in their presentations. This helped to reinforce rules that students weren't necessarily working on for their own presentation.